Now, is that brown liquor behind your head?
Huh?
What is
What you say? What happened? What you say now? Listen, we're supposed to be talking
that?
about the inside fix, not me right now. No,
That right
actually,
there is an inside fix.
yes, in a glass. But actually, ironically, the first episode of Inside Fix is based on what is it? Six brown chicks.
Right.
I've been a blogger for 15 years. So over the years,
Wow.
people have given me bottles of, wine and things of that nature to celebrate, the anniversaries. So because I don't drink that much, I just put them there for celebratory purposes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
I'm attracted to the bottle, so good.
hmm But it is my absolute pleasure to speak with you today. You are one of the people who have been on my vision board for years. So I am kicking off 2026, right? And so are you with the Inside Fix. Let me begin by just saying thank you for this.
Mm.
Thank you so much because I am someone who was seated religiously for Fix My Life. Sidebar, did you get the letter that I wrote you about my daddy and my siblings?
Probably not. It probably went to the producers. Yeah.
Okay, okay. But yes, so I am super excited about the Inside Fix because we are revisiting some of your most epic episodes. One of the episodes everyone had were talking about, memeing and all those great things, but it's a deepening this go round. And I sincerely appreciate you for that because they always say hindsight is 2020. And as we're coming back and looking at these episodes again, with you giving us, like just the inside view of it, almost like a coach reviewing playbook tape.
That's right. Exactly.
And I just appreciate that so much because it feels intimate and I'm learning. I'm getting my lady balls together. But just talk to me about coming back and just revisiting this iconic show from a brand new lens and
Yeah.
breaking it down for a new generation of people who need it more than ever.
Well, it just everything that you said, that the main thing is the reason we're calling it the inside fix is because Fix My Life was out there and you
Mhm.
got to look and you could allow yourself to believe that what you were looking at had absolutely nothing to do with you. Sometimes if you saw something that applied, you would apply it
Mhm.
because you saw it on Fix My Life. But now we are going into each show. Each show has a worksheet and it's about you. How do you do that? Why is that triggering you?
Mhm.
Where did you learn that? Where is that present in your life, in your family? And this is what you do about it. That to me is the exciting part. That's the deliciousness of the inside fix. Is giving people the tools. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to worry if the other person's gonna respond. You do your work.
Absolutely. And again, it just feels so intimate watching it. There were moments where I was like, I kind of forgot that I was actually watching a TV show because it feels like you are talking directly to the viewer. And then it's just so relaxed. Even when the production team, when they came in and they were a part of it, and I'm just like, I'm cracking up out loud. And it gives you opportunity as well to show more of your personality now that you are what we would like to call one of the elders. Now you're giving your elder perspective. And it's just really, really fantastic and it's very, very powerful. And I know that you mentioned that you are now doing like spiritual hygiene.
Yeah.
And in the world that we live in now, the other day I said, Lord, just come in with the broom and just sweep the earth. Just come in and just sweep it, just sweep. But talk a little bit more about the spiritual hygiene aspect of the inside fix.
Well, yeah, there's so much chaos going on right now.
Mhm.
It's really change. Change is happening because most of us were taught, trained, programmed, conditioned to have certain tools and skills and expectations that are no longer applicable to the time in which we're living. And
Hmm.
even the fact that we shot Fix My Life 12 years ago, the issues that we're looking at looked one way back then, but now today with social media and with devices all over the place and with education shifting, the political climate shifting, those issues look very different today, but the healing process is still applicable. Still applicable. For me, spiritual hygiene, the reason we're calling it the inside fix, spiritual hygiene is about the practice of cleaning up your insides so that your outside doesn't look so crazy and chaotic. Crazy and chaotic. Back then, 12 years ago, we were still hoping somebody would fix us. you know,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
leader, the congressman, the president, the who, the what.
You. People were hoping you would fix us. We were looking at you, ma'am. We were wanting you to fix us. But yes.
Yeah, but we're not there anymore.
Yeah.
Now it's about personal accountability, personal integrity, personal honesty. And we see in the world what it looks like when those
Hmm.
things are not in place, when a person
Absolutely.
doesn't tell the truth, when they not accountable, when they don't have integrity. We're looking at it. We're looking at it every single day. So I think that that is the beauty and the power of the inside fix. It's all about you and what you have to do.
I love the fact that in addition to being able to watch you break down these episodes, like play by play, piece by piece, moment by moment, there is also the Fix It Workbook where you can do the work after. Can you talk to me a little bit about that for people who want to, they see something and they know. And, a lot of times we see things and we watch, because even as I was watching this episode, which I have already seen a million times before because it's such a popular episode, I was still recognizing things in myself, like as a 50-year-old woman. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I recognize that in myself. I need to work on that. I need to work on that. So the first thing I did, I was slid over to Oprah.com. I was like, let me go ahead and get my workbook. But can you talk a little bit about that, like just the backside of it, being able to do that additional work?
Yeah. Knowing sometimes we don't ask the question because we don't know what question to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we don't ask the question because we don't know what to do about the answer. The worksheet is going to tell you what question to ask and what to do
Mm-hmm.
with the answer you get. So
Yes.
that's the power and the beauty of it, and making it personal, making it personal. The way people are doing so many blogs today and podcasts and
Mm-hmm.
streaming, everything is more personal. It's not so much external. Although the world wants us to believe that what we're looking at isn't about us, it absolutely is. Your breakdown in your marriage, your breakdown in your coworkers, your finances, your relationships, your children. It's all about you. And
Yeah.
knowing how to be with it, how to be present with the breakdown, with the upset, even if you don't aren't able to change it right now, just knowing how to be present in it as opposed to denying it, ignoring it, avoiding it is a healing process.
Mm-hmm. Now, with the episodes that you chose to revisit, because I'm pretty sure that was a task,
Oh yeah.
considering the catalog, how did you go about choosing which episodes you were planning to revisit? Were there certain episodes that just kind of sat in your spirit, or that you were like, I still feel like there's still a lesson in there that I could pull out of there? How did you go about choosing the episodes that we're going to see?
We looked at the highest rated shows, first of all, because we know more eyeballs saw them. And then we looked for issues that were very prevalent today.
Mm-hmm.
The whole, we look at Six Brown Chicks and, the canceling one another. Back then it was simply you pull the content down. Today
Yep.
it's a whole nother animal. We looked at
Yes.
the issue of, a public person who was having challenges in their own life, in their
Mm-hmm.
own, how do you do that? We looked at, infidelity, huge, domestic violence,
Yeah.
huge,
Yes.
particularly as people lost their jobs. Uh, just huge. We looked at the issue of transgender identification in a family. Huge, still huge today when we
Yeah.
look at the number of trans women who are being killed or
Yeah.
disappeared. So we looked at the highest rated issues and the issues that were most prevalent that we could address today.
Okay. So, I use your name a lot, Miss Von Son. I don't know. Remember, they used to say, like, oh, my nose is itching because somebody talking about me. I'm always, if I ain't calling somebody a gutter snipe, I'm calling them beloved. And I'm like, I'm beloved. So when I found out that you were bringing back the Inside Fix, I went running to tell it on the mountain. And I said, beloveds, Miss Iyanla is coming back. So initially, everyone thought that you were going to start sitting down with people again, and the names started being thrown into the pot. Is there a universe where you would consider sitting down with some notable people again who may need that guidance, who may need for you to wrap them in your arms and rock them in your bosom a little bit? Is there a world where you may consider that again?
If they're willing. I don't do private clients anymore.
Okay.
Um, but whether they're notable or not notable, we didn't do notable people because they were notable. We did
Right.
them because the issue was
Mhm.
viable. Um,
Yes.
I if a person is willing, it doesn't matter to me that they're, known or not known. If they're willing to do the work.
Mhm.
One of the reasons that toward the end, I think spirit guided me, let's let this go, is because it got to the point where people wanted to come on the show because it was Fix My Life, not
Ah,
because they wanted to do the work.
yes.
A point heard, or they wanted to be seen, or they wanted, we had a couple of situations like that.
Mhm.
So those people weren't willing. Um, and that's a criteria for all of our guests. They had to have an intention and they had to be willing. So
To
if
do
they're
the
willing,
work.
talk to them. But it's not necessary for me to
Mhm.
go back and do the work the way we did it then. It's just not
Mhm.
necessary. There are
Yeah.
too many tools.
Mhm.
There's too much energy now. There's too many things that we can do. A conversation today is probably one of the most powerful tools that we have. Just a conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And before I let you go, I would just like for you to speak to lady balls a little bit because I absolutely love that concept. And even in watching the episode, I realized that I need to embrace my lady balls a little bit more, um, just in my daily walk. But for those who have yet to come in contact with that concept, could you talk to us just a little bit about lady balls?
Yeah, because there's a distinction between testicles and lady balls.
I learned that. Thank
Okay.
you. I learned from you. Yes.
Lady balls are a way of being and a way of standing in your power, your truth, your authentic self as a woman that
Hmm.
gives you a level of assertiveness, a level of confidence, a level of wisdom that you can use to navigate situations without hysteria, without a breakdown, without, falling apart. And many women, the boss, the diva, uh, they rely on testicles, hairy, stinky testicles.
It's the visual.
Yes. that,
But yes, yes.
that promote aggression,
Right.
domination, control,
Hmm.
um, uh, uh, as opposed to compassion. Lady
Hmm.
balls are compassionate, compassionate for me and compassionate for you. Lady balls are assertive, but they're
Hmm.
not controlling.
Right.
So when we really, and one of my team members, we have a deck of Lady Ball cards. We've got a Lady Balls workshop. Oh, we ready? Because
Yes.
we in this world as women, we are not shown many examples and demonstrations of powerful, loving, compassionate women. We see
Hmm.
strong, powerful women, the boss, and
Yeah.
don't have lady balls. They have testicles.
Yeah. Hairy, stinky ones too. But yeah, you are absolutely right because while you're speaking to me, I'm just thinking about it. Like a lot of women who find themselves in a position of power or they place these labels on themselves, boss and diva, they move with aggression. It's almost like I don't know if the title makes them feel as if that's the way they need to carry
Are they
themselves.
taught to do it any differently?
Yeah,
Where are they taught to do it any differently?
you're right.
To scratch and compete with men for the power, then they have to justify themselves being there among the
Mhm.
men. I
Right.
mean, I want to say this, but I won't call any names. Last week, I was watching a woman in power speak to an experience in the world. And I said, oh my God, this is no longer a woman.
Wow.
This is a female body totally dominated by male consciousness. She don't have lady balls. She is a testicle.
Wow. And what's the move, Miss Von Zant? Yeah. Is that
Oh,
it? Yeah. Yeah.
oh no, you closing too much.
Oh, I'm closing too much. Like that. Just like, okay. Guide the air in between. Okay. I got it. I got it. I appreciate you so much. And you have been such a blessing to so many of us. And it is so wonderful to know that we are going to have you back on our television screens every week. I am so excited. I'm going to have my Fix It workbook. I'm ready to do the work. I'm going to get these lady balls nice and pretty and soft.
Right.
They're going to be flourishing and all the good things. But just thank you. Just thank you. Thank you for all of the years of service that you have given to us, all that you have poured into us, even those of that you don't even know you poured into. If I'm just going to speak for everyone and say we love you and we thank you so much. And today has been an absolute pleasure for me to speak to you and to see your smiling face and to hear you say my name. Can you call me beloved before I go?
Okay, beloved.